What's up, guys? Welcome back. So I'm looking really crazy right now. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not covering the mic. I'm trying this new position with holding my phone so that I'm not covering up my mic so you guys can hear me, because I realize that the way I hold my phone when I'm doing my live videos, I'm covering the mic. No, you guys can't hear me. So it's early in the morning. It's Thursday, you guys. We made it to Thursday, and I took the day off. I feel like I'm gonna just chill today, make it a me day today, and focus on me, myself, and I. And I'm headed to go get some breakfast. I actually just woke up like, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes ago, so I gotta get myself together. It feels good out here though today. That's not that bad. I think that we're gonna be getting some warm weather soon. Like, lately it's been kind of a little chilly out here in LA. Oh, this bird is trying to attack me, yo. But y'all, I want to do this video because how about my freaking therapist, y'all? I just went to go see her yesterday. She scheduled my second session because my first session with her was on Monday. So she scheduled my second session with her yesterday, y'all. And it was supposed to meet like, I think we initially supposed to meet at 6 o'clock yesterday. She changed it to, she pushed it back to initially 8:55. And then I get a text message from her. She was like, I forgot my dog has to go to the vet for his ear. So can you come at 8:55? I was like, yeah. And so then it was like getting closer to our appointment time. And she bumped it up. She was like, send me another text. She was like, matter of fact, can you come at 8:15? I'm like, oh my gosh, this lady, this is what I'm gonna have to go through with her. And sometimes it makes me wonder, like, it's not always the clients who just need therapy. Sometimes it's a freaking therapist who needs a therapist. They always say that. But ironically speaking, you know, I am working towards my PhD, clinical psychology, training to become a clinical psychologist. And we have to go through therapy, so it's not optional. This is not optional. I'm mandated to go. All students in the program were mandated to go. We have to go. And when I told her that, she was like, oh, it's so sad that you guys only get to do 16 sessions. Like, she wanted me to do more. And I'm like, child, people don't understand that therapy is a time commitment. So that's number one. It takes time out of your day to set aside to go and talk to a therapist for an hour a week. That's a huge time commitment. On top of that, you're talking to therapists like your deepest, darkest secrets. They want to get all up in your business, and I realized that she got a way of getting all up in mine. But I let her because I feel like it's a safe place, you know. So whatever we discuss better be kept confidential. I know I'm not suicidal. I know I'm not homicidal. So check, I ain't gotta worry about people hurting me. But I feel like so far it's going pretty good. Like, our sessions are going pretty well. But yesterday, like, I don't know, she kind of tripped me out a little bit because we were talking about my ex, because I had on my way to go see her in Beverly Hills, like, I was walking down the street and I saw him. I saw his car. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing on my street? You know, so I told her that I saw him, and periodically I see him, like, he'll be passing by. You know, because the thing is, like, we used to live together. So this is the guy that I dated from New York City. And we used to live together out here in Hollywood. He moved out here to LA with me from New York. My eyes are watering because of wind, y'all. It's windy out here. He moved out here with me from New York to LA. We were living together in New York. We were living together out here in Hollywood. And when we broke up last October, he decided to not move to another part of town. In LA, you could have moved like on a different side of town, but he decided to move right around the corner from where I live, y'all. He moved right around the corner from where I live, like literally walking distance. And so we kind of see each other in passing. But after our breakup, like, he would pop up at my place a lot. He would just be popping up, you know. I have videos of it where he just pop up out of nowhere. I'm talking about at night, like it'll be midnight. He come knocking on the door. And so I was telling her, she was like, "How did he get in your building? I was like, it's secure, but you forgot. I told you we used to live together. So he has access to the building." She's like, "How did he have access if he moved out? He's not supposed to be there." I'm like, "Lady, what don't you understand?" Because sometimes I have to like break shit down to her because I feel like she just don't be getting it. So I'm telling her, I'm like, we used to live together. That means his name was on the lease too. Both of our names were on the lease. He paid the rent. You get what I'm saying? He took care of the bills. He paid the rent. I did not pay anything. And on top of that, his name is still on the lease, you know? Like legally, he still has access to the apartment. I'm trying to explain this to her. So her face is just looking so confused. She's just like, "Why don't you get the key from him?" I'm like, "Lady, that is his key just as much as it is my key, number one." And I'm telling her, you know, he moved out. She was like, "Well, he moved out, so he's not supposed to have a key." Now, she's speaking in terms of, I guess, like, in terms of what's right, what's morally right? But I'm talking about legally. I'm telling her, like, legally, how can I go and get the key? So she's telling me, this is what she told me to do, right? And I thought this was so funny, y'all. Like this lady, she know what she's saying. She's like, "Go to his place." No, first she said call. She's like, "Call him up and tell him you want the key back." I said, "I don't want to call him. Like, I have nothing to say to him. And I feel like calling him is just going to, like, aggravate a situation." I feel like that's what he wants. Like, he wants to engage. And I don't want to engage with him. And especially about no freaking key. You know, and when she was asking, like, "Why does he have a key to the apartment?" I said, "Well, actually, he comes there to check his mail. He still gets his mail there." She's like, "Why don't you get it forwarded?" I'm like, "That's not my job to get it forwarded." What's up, Fred? I'm like, "It's not my job to get the mail forwarded." You get what I'm saying? Like, she's like, "Why don't you get his mail forwarded?" I'm like, "Well, he told me he got his mail forwarded already. It's not my job to get his mail forwarded, you know?" Which I assume he did, but, you know, just his way of, I guess, trying to keep tabs on me by keeping that key, because he could easily give that key back to management. You know, he has a key to the main building, to the entrance to the main building, and a key to the mailbox. And she was like, "Well, he should not have a key to the mailbox that you know, get your mail at." I say, I don't get my mail there." She's like, "Why? Because of him?" Like, she like the jump to conclusions. And I'm like, "No, I get my mail. I don't get my mail there. I get my mail at the mailbox because." All right, let me see. Can I change this position so you guys can see me? Because the sun is behind me. But, okay. I said, I don't get my mail there because I run a business, a nonprofit organization, and I have a mailbox set aside for that. I get my mail there. You know, I have a P.O. box. And so she was like, "Oh." She's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me about that." I'm like, "Because you didn't ask." She's just jumping to conclusions. So I'm telling her that, you know, I run a business, and she's like, "What's the name of it?" I'm telling her the name. She's like, "Oh, that is so cool." She was like, "Wow, do you make money from that?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." She's like all up in my pockets and shit. And she's like, "Oh, okay, so now I see." So she's still trying to figure out the situation between me and my ex and how I can resolve it, you know, so that he doesn't pop up. I said, "Well, actually, he hasn't come by since December." So she was like, "Okay, that's December, January, February, March." She's like, "That's 3 months that he hasn't come by." I was like, "Right, he hasn't come by." Y'all, this wind is like in my eye. My eyes are super sensitive, so they do that. Like, water up. I have very sensitive eyes, but she was like, she's like, so he hasn't come back in 3 months, so that's good. I was like, "Yeah," but I still, he be popping up. I still be seeing him here and there, and I find it to be quite ironic how he pops up. Like, when I see him, like, if he's riding on my street, he has really no business to be on my street, but he's there. So she gonna say, y'all, let me tell you what she's gonna say. She was like, "Have you heard of a thing called a restraining order?" I'm like, "Lady," like, I feel like sometimes she do too much talking and not enough listening. And so at the beginning of our first meeting, she was trying to explain to me the benefits of therapy as if I don't know. You know, I'm like, "Lady, forget I am." I'm the same thing your ass is. You know, I'm working to become the same thing like you are. And she's been a psychologist over 30 years, but I'm like, I've been in this field for a long time. So just because I'm just in my second year of a PhD program, I'm not new to this thing. I'm not new to this field, this profession. And I know how things work, right? And so, where was I, y'all? I lost my freaking train of thought. And so she is like, yeah, she does a lot of advice giving, right? And I'm like, that's not, I mean, they always warn therapists and psychologists, clinicians to not be so quick to give advice to clients, to listen. You know, you gain more in a relationship by listening as opposed to just jumping to conclusions and assuming you know shit, you know? So she got all the advice to give in the whole wide world, you know. She just giving me advice. I think you should do this. I think you should do that. I think you should not do this. And I'm like, lady, I appreciate your perspective, but before you jump to conclusions and say what you think I should do, get an understanding of the complete picture of the story. So I'm telling her there was an incident. I was trying to tell her about an incident that happened between me and him that led to a police call and an arrest. I wasn't arrested. He was arrested. And, you know, the police were talking about how the situation it was out of my hands. I'm trying to, position this phone so you guys can see me because the sun is behind me. But, you know, it was a situation where the police were called. The arrest was made. Not me. Of course, I didn't go to jail. But, and the police basically said the situation was out of my hands and the state was going to take care of it and prosecute him. Not only did they say that, but they said that they were going to file a restraining order, you know? So this was all, like, they told me this. I don't know if it happened or if it didn't happen. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if they have a restraining order against him from me. I don't know. It's a mystery. I'm pretty sure it's a way that I can look it up. But they told me that, you know, that's like the thing they told me before they left. It was like, okay, you know, this is just kind of out of your hands. Because I didn't really, to be honest, I think this is the case with a lot of women. I didn't want to press charges, you know, against them. And so I'm trying to explain this to her, but she cut me off. Like, she cut me out. And she's like, have you heard of a thing called restraining orders? I just let her talk. I let her talk, you know, let her think she knows what she's talking about. Let her have it. And I'm listening to her, you know, her give her advice. Let me try to cross the street. So I'm listening to her give her advice, her best advice, her Dr. Phil advice on what she thinks is the best course of action for me and what I should do. I'm like, okay, you know, sure, yeah. I'm like, lady, you don't get this. You don't understand. She's telling me, oh, she's like, just go to his place. She's like, don't even call. Just pop up over there. You know, because that's how I was telling her example that she gave, right? First, she said I should call him, tell him to bring me the key. And I was like, dude, the keys, you can make a copy. She's like, you can't make a copy of that key. I was like, you can make a copy of the key. Like, what the fuck, lady? You trying to tell me what the fuck? I'm telling her you can make a copy. The keys are copyable. I would think I know that. I lived there 2 years. I've had those keys in my possession for 2 years. I think I know if you can copy the fucking keys or not. So I'm telling her, you know, you can copy the key to the main door. So me calling him, telling him, please bring back the key to the main door, that ain't gonna fucking work. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, well, how about you just go over there and just pop up? She's like, just show up at his place. And I'm thinking in my head, like, lady, this lady is so freaking loose. She don't know, like, what the fuck? He lives in a secure building too. Nobody can't just walk up. A lot of these buildings out here, you can't just walk up in the building. You get what I'm saying? You gotta have the access to the building. So she like, just pop up at his place one day. Don't let him know you're coming. And when you see him, demand the key. And I was like, okay. And then she gonna tell me from that, she's like, I see that you have a problem setting limits with people. She's like, yeah, I think that you have a hard time telling him what you don't like. I'm like, lady, what the fuck? That is not true. Like, anybody know me? Like, y'all should know me, right? Y'all know I have no problem setting limits and telling the person, you know, how I feel about a situation. But she's kind of jumping to conclusions because I think what it is, it just happens like with psychologists after a while, you know, even therapists. They've been in the field for so long, like they forget their training, they forget what they were taught, you know, because it's a reason why they tell us, you know, you don't give advice to people. But number one, it can backfire. If you tell a client, go do this, and they go do it, and there's some bad thing happen, guess what? Who's liable for that shit? The therapist. They can mess around and get sued. So, you know, it's like, it's interesting how she had this perspective. It's kind of one-way perspective and not even open-minded to shit. And I'm like, lady, you don't even know the details of the story. You know, you're missing some parts. You assuming shit. You don't know. Like, you have no clue. And she makes it so easy. Like, oh, just go over there. Help about this place and demand the key back. She's like, you have a problem setting limits. You can't set limits with him. I'll set limits with him. I was like, she's like, have you told him not to come over to your place? Like, yes, I've told him not to pop up in my place. Like, it's not like I haven't told him that. She's like, well, you opened the door before, right? I was like, well, yeah, because he was kept knocking on my door, So eventually, yes, I opened the door and I told him, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But y'all, that was my meeting with her last night. We talked about a few other things too, you know. But she's from New York, and I told her about, you know, I'm thinking about moving back to New York. And she was like, oh, New York is great. You know, she sided with me on that perspective, which I like. Like, she's very supportive in that aspect. And she gets it, right? We were talking about how the men are in New York versus LA, and she gets it. I like that about her, the fact that she gets it. She gets it from that perspective, you know. She really understands me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to continue meeting with her. I kind of like her personality. I mean, I like that she's an older woman. So she, like I say, she's from many different generations than I am. A few different, you know, I would say maybe, I don't know how many generations, maybe 3 or 4 generations older than me. Hi, good morning. No, I have a coupon actually. Wow. I'm getting me some breakfast right now. That's a chicken biscuit, right? Do you have strawberry jelly? Okay, I'll get strawberry jelly. Not Chick-fil-A. Danielle. And so I was telling her, like, she got something else with that. I'm telling her, I'm like, you know, thinking about moving back to New York, you know. She was talking about from the perspective of, like, you know, how men are out here in LA, you know, she's like, her observation of men in LA is pretty much similar to my observation that I've seen. And I find it quite interesting. So I was like, okay, at least she gets that much. Like, at least she, damn. Like, at least she gets that much that, you know, the men, she was like, the men out here are very vain and they're superficial and they're not really focused on marriage and family like the men, I'm going to say the kids, like the men are on the East Coast, like especially in New York, how men in New York, I mean, it's just generally speaking, you know, it's not to say every single man, but generally speaking, like this is what you'll find a pattern. And how men on the East Coast of New York, like they are more family oriented. You know, they want to settle down, they want to start a family. They want commitment. Whereas out here, it's like, this is LA, y'all. This is the entertainment capital of the world, so you know they out here off the chain. I'm like, you know they out here off the chain, and you know it's just vain. You know, she's like they just trying to get the youngest thing. And once they get the youngest thing, they're going to make the youngest thing, youngest tenderoni or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you kind of got that part right. But, I mean, since my breakup with my ex, I haven't dated anybody. I have talked to people. Y'all know, like, I've talked to people here and there, but I have not. I ain't messing with nobody outside of that relationship. Because I'm like, I'm very careful about who I talk to, you know, who I engage with. You gotta be careful. So that's just me. Can I get some ketchup? Get my food. Thank you. Are you talking to me? Tell y'all. Give me a second. Thank you. So, oh, can I have a plastic bag, please? Like, you said you got like, she knows. She's like, she know how men are. She's like, but she even said herself, she was like, the men in New York are alpha male men, right? Which is true. Like, a lot of men are alpha male men, you know?